Hi, going on, everybody? I don't think anybody's here yet, but we'll go ahead and give them a chance to get in.
As Josh would say, we'll wait for everybody to file in.
We'll wait for everybody to pile in.
No, if they go file in like soldiers coming into the feed or something.
Yeah, right. So while we're waiting, your week's been pretty well. Did you enjoy the last week when you came on for the stream? Was that fun for you?
Oh yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, we had quite a good bit of banter going for the first half hour, didn't we?
Yes. Look, it's Bristol. Hey, Bristol, welcome. How are you today?
Hey, Bristol.
We're here with Laura. Laura's one of your loyal turtle followers. But you're currently in Facebook jail. Oh, darn. What'd you do?
Oh, dear. She's always in Facebook jail. Could be anything.
How's it going? Maggie, welcome. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad everyone's able to make it. Yeah, Bristol, whenever, Bristol, you have my number, so just, text me or whatever, and we can set up the time for, I could come on and talk about your guys' stuff. That's some brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, Lori is awesome, Bristol. That's why this is her second time being on the show. Her first time, she's a little. Are you a little nervous still?
No, I'm fine.
See, she got through the first, and now she's back, and she's gonna give us. She doesn't know much about Furry Potato, so she's gonna give us an honest look at her first time really kind of looking into Furry Potato. And why don't we just give us before we don't want to let the cat out of the bag quite yet. Just if you one word based off of what you've seen, just one word answer what you think of Furry Potato. One word.
Yeah. Chaotic would be the word probably.
Okay, great. I did a lot of things and regret none of it. Or did you see my guitar bear profile? I ruined his relationship. Uh-oh, did you see that?
What's that? Sorry? Hang on. Is this say Guitar Bear?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to have a look at that. I'll have to have a look at that, Bristol.
Hey, Joe, what do you know?
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Welcome. So Joe is going to join us. We're going to be talking about furry industries and all that. If you got your in on some of the earlier live streams, we kind of briefly touched on it. We wanted to really get a feeling on it. So, Bristol, you're more than welcome if you want. If you'd like.
Sounds like some glass breaking going on.
It's probably Joe. He's probably doing a lot of stuff in the background.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I rushed over. I looked over the time and I lost time, and I rushed over and just got ready here.
Yeah, tell me about it. I was a bit confused about the time. I thought this was going to be in 2 hours because I've still not got used to the Pacific time yet.
Yeah, I told her 2:30, but I was like 2 o'clock. I'm like, "Are you about ready?" She's like, "Soon, like it's 2 o'clock." She got the times mixed up, so
Yeah,
it's all good. It all worked out. We're all here. So okay, so I guess we'll start with all right. So Joe, Laura doesn't know a whole lot about fur.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
She was able to watch a couple of videos, and I first want to start out and just give her. We already have her give a one-word answer. Now we're gonna have her go in a little bit more detail, what she thinks about furry, what she does, and just the few audits or the few videos she's seen.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Laura.
Okay, well, it was kind of hard to get a grip. I went to the channel and I use that word chaotic because that's how it seemed to me. Just lots of different videos, weren't properly organised, so it's hard to get a feel for what Furry Potato was all about. But this Furry Potato seemed to be in like random locations, and I thought, okay, I'll just Google Furry Potato and see what comes up. And then what came up was about Furry Potato getting shot about this time last year. While doing an audit, I assume, and shot in the leg. And then it turns out that the person that shot her didn't face any action. So I went back to the videos and I just struggled to understand what was going on in them, and yeah.
When she asked me, she saw the video, the news article that Furry got shot on, and she was like, "Is this the same person?" I'm like, "Yep, it sure is." Looks like we have some tater tots in the building. Cynthia Barard, I think. I'm probably. And Barney says he's a tater tot too.
Okay.
That a tater tot is a furry follower?
I assume that's the case.
Yeah, I think that's what she calls her followers. She
Yeah.
calls them tater tots.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Hey, that means I should probably look for names for my followers. I don't know. I don't think so. They're just subscribers, and a lot of them turn into friends, so that works out. I'll just leave it at that.
Hello, tater tots, then.
Yes, hello, tater tots. Okay, so speaking of, so you tater tots that are in here, are you guys going to go ahead and subscribe? I'm not subscribed, but subscribe to her website, by the way.
Are you asking the tater tot people?
Yes, I'm asking the tater tots if they were actually going to subscribe to her new website. And while we're waiting for them to answer, what do you think? Do you think the website is going to work out? Do you think it has a good chance of working, Laura?
I had a quick look at it, and it looked like it wasn't finished yet. It didn't seem very complete to me, so I don't know if that's because you have to subscribe to get any sort of videos or content on it at all. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work out.
Oh yeah, it's done. You just got to pay to see.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you got to pay to see the stuff.
Yeah, and it's not that bad of a price. $12 a year is really. It's not. She's not asking way too much for it.
I'm gonna actually penny up and get a subscription and see what it's all about.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean it's only $12. I mean it's not gonna kill me.
It's true. It's not. Not at all. Nesso says it will tank, and the tater tots. Well, two of the tater tots said they would. One of them said they would not subscribe. So to the ones that won't subscribe, I won't be curious. And hello, Carrie Benoit.
Hi, Carrie.
That's an interesting comment, not paying $12 for stuff that's going to get mirrored anyway. And I was thinking about that that's another thing that we had to combat when I had set up our own station and all that was people copywriting. Now you're on your own when you're going to fill out your DMCAs. So it's a whole nother aspect to think about. That's for sure. Which is true. People are going to take the content and they're going to put it back out there.
They are.
Yep. It'll happen. Absolutely. I've seen it happen with any and every platform, and depending on how much money they have to combat that and money and time, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So I think it probably would behoove Furry to at least hire some sort of legal representation to help her along with the DMCAs, correct?
They have business. There's businesses that are set up just to do that for you, which is something I'd learned about. But yeah, it's a whole nother. It's more overhead.
Great. All right. Speaking of overhead, so there was two thought processes on how much it costs. Some people say it costs for $2,000, and then I heard it was upwards to like $20,000, which sounded. But either way, both costs sound really pricey to me to get a website started. And
for a website, really?
For a web page like that, if you're going to have it professionally done, you're looking at about anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000.
Okay, so that
which would include the webmaster as well. So you're not just paying to have it made; you're paying to have it and use it, make changes to it. Okay. It's usually a package deal. I mean, if you have a good company you're working with, they're going to include all that, and it's going to cost you money. It'll be in the thousands. I've been paid $10,000 to build a web page. It's a couple times, actually a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what kind of work's involved sometimes.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know a whole lot about it, so I wasn't sure if that was kind of low ball or high ball. I mean, just I'm glad you're able to clear that up for sure.
Yeah, that one's that's probably right on the money. $2,000, I could see that. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So, just to interrupt. Someone who's not very familiar with Furry Potato, that's myself, and Kenny, you sort of like got me to have a look at the channels. What would you say? How would you describe it to me, or to someone that didn't know it as well, like me?
How about Furry's channel?
Yeah.
I would describe Furry as an instigator for sure. Especially with going out to the religious that Furry does. And then, going out. I mean, and I guess instigator is kind of maybe a strong word because she does go and, speaks in the fake language, but she wears the burqa and all that. And you don't do something like that unless you're looking for a reaction. You just don't. If you're going to see someone worry about you filming, you'd go in your jeans, you'd go in a shirt, you just go how you normally would. You wouldn't go and dress up to make it look like you're someone that is already got hate for the specific group of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. What about you, Joe?
Oh, sorry. Furry's an entertainer. Furry's creating entertainment. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. I mean, is it like a comedian that tells a joke that's on the edge? Is it the same type of thing? Maybe, you know what I mean? People go to extremes for entertainment, and people like extreme. People like drama, right? Yeah. They like extreme stuff, and they like it in real life. So, I mean, it's hitting on all different aspects of what people like.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I thought that was a good comparison. The comedian, because there are many for example, Dave Chappelle got into a lot of stuff for a lot of his racially charged jokes, and people were really getting upset about him, but he was simply doing it for entertainment value, which is fine. Okay, then come out and say that this is what this for, not that she's trying to teach people or teach the police or teach the public. You know what I mean? Just come out as an entertainment. And I don't think I would have a lot less. Well, they couldn't say nothing then. It's pure entertainment, and anyone who doesn't like it is just stuck up. But she's going into perpetrating that she is trying to teach the public, teach officials. But I think that's where the difference is.
Yep, that's exactly where the problem's at. It's being done under a different muse than what it really is.
Yes, exactly. And she's a character, and she agrees that Furry is very extreme. See, grown legit. Furry is a witch. That is what is behind the religious hate, just like that auditor from Colorado. I don't know what auditor from Colorado you're talking about, but okay.
That could be a couple.
Okay. Is there a few in Colorado?
So what sort of places is Furry going to? Because I've really only seen sort of people going to police stations, town halls, fire departments, that sort of thing.
Furry targets religious groups. She goes to mosques. She goes to Jewish synagogues, just all kinds of different places.
But it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that. And that's something that tells me that Furry's doing this for entertainment, because you could see Furry found different things that Furry touched on, which brought the viewers, and kept doing it. Furry wasn't always like that. I mean, the gunshot, getting shot episode, I think was the very beginning of it.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's where Furry was like, oh yeah, I'm going to snowball this one.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's a good point. In Barney, yes, you hit it right on. Everything the furry does is legal, but just because something's legal doesn't necessarily mean it could be done. I mean, you could legally go up to uh, somebody and just cuss them out and say you're and just spew all kinds of racial hate and all that, and you won't get in trouble because it's legal. You're using your First Amendment, but does that mean it should be done? I think that's, and then they're probably going to say, well, then you don't have to be so sensitive or whatever. It's not about being sensitive. It's just about having respect for your fellow human being at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a lot of these that I've seen, sort of, they lack in that department, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, and because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, I mean, targeting, period. That's just not a good thing.
Yeah, but change it up a little bit. I mean, you can continue doing
exactly.
that. You can continue doing that, but let's go for. I mean, go to state workers. Like, what about corrections workers or something? I mean, I don't know. Just there's a lot of different things. Richard Kearns, it is legal but immoral. There you go. That's a good way to put it as well, Richard.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
The gunshot video was cool. And Sydney says not only religion. No, yeah, so we're saying she doesn't only do, but a lot of the videos seem to be geared around that. And okay, so another question for the furry tales. So all you taters got a few still in here. What do you guys are okay with her going to Israeli synagogues, dressed in a burqa, and you guys don't see anything wrong with that? Like, there's nothing morally wrong with that. It's just her going around. She normally dresses in burqas. Do you guys believe she's normally dressed in a burqa? She's just, walking down the street and decides to go there? Or do you believe she is targeting it, looking for the reaction? What do you guys think? I mean, I'm just curious to see if you guys see what she's doing. Do you guys see it a different way?
Is it sorry for Penny, is it a full burqa we're talking about, or is it a niqab? Or
I understand it's a full burqa.
Okay, that's where the whole eyes, the head and the eyes are covered.
Yeah,
that's burqa. Yeah. Okay.
Full burqa.
I was just clarifying because sometimes people get mixed up between burqas and niqabs and hijabs. That's all.
True. Now it's a full-fledged full burqa.
Yeah, Furry started wearing I think it's the hijab at first, which was just like the head and shoulder thing.
Yeah, that's it.
And then went like full out. Yeah.
Yeah, Bernie, I don't think anyone has claimed that Furry biceps. I think Furry is just it's like Furry found a niche. Furry's cashing in on it. I mean, all of her fans are rabid. They are just rabid Furry lovers. I mean, Furry, which is a great way to have your fan base. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. That is like everybody would love to have their fan base like that.
Pat, real quick here to touch on about man-woman thing. Like, I don't know. I think that's pretty played out. Do I really care about someone's sexuality? Do I really care what they want to identify as? Do I think it sounds silly if somebody wants to be called a man and they're a woman, or vice versa? I mean, really? You know what I mean? Come on. Like, that's so played out. It is what it is. It ain't going to change, right? Furry's going to be furry. She wants to be called a woman, then so be it. You don't want to respect her, then don't. It's, oh, well, all right. It's weird to you. You know what I mean? Cool. Got it. You're on that side.
Who are you talking to there, Joe?
Pat. Pat left a comment about no one seems to be touching on. I mean, is this something we're supposed to talk about all the time? I just see like comments here and there. People are like, always want to talk about somebody's sexuality or what, come on. Really? 2020, we're still, Jesus.
Yeah, see, to me, it's like it's to each their own. If somebody, all right, I do draw the line if somebody wants to be called like an ape or a chimpanzee or gorilla or something. I'm not going to go out of my way and to identify as or what's something ridiculous like that. But as far as if someone wants to be identified as a man or woman, hey, I'll just go ahead, identify them with how they want, because it's, you choose your battles at that point. And it's like, just because, I might not agree with some of the things and whatnot, but it doesn't mean I can't be respectful about it. At least that's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I go ahead and call her she, because that's what she wants to be referred to as. So I mean, it's not like she wants to be referred to as a golden retriever. That would be completely different. I'd say no, you're not a golden retriever. That's stupid.
Right? Yeah. No, but I mean, look. Apparently, she's feeling it. It's whatever. It's just it's a general respect thing.
Yes. Okay. So welcome May. Welcome Butt Sexton. Anybody else who's that's a great name, isn't it?
That's an interesting name, yeah.
And so Cynthia Burrow says, yes, I love her. Don't always agree with her. Actually, Cynthia Burrow, you are pretty vocal in chat. Would you like to join and maybe talk as a tater tot? I'd actually love to have. I think it'll be interesting to interact with a tater tot to see a tater tot's views. Would you like to join? No. It's up to you, or any other tater tot for that matter that's in.
Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting.
If Furry herself is watching, you're more than welcome to come on too.
Don't be shy. Quite open people here.
Yeah, I always like to hear all sides. I mean, I think it kind of stinks when you don't have, everyone from all sides in on it. But sometimes that's how it is. That's a definitely open invite. I mean, I don't think any of us bite,
No, not at all. And Vlad, no, I don't live in San Francisco. I'm close to Frisco, but I'm not in Frisco. So there you go.
Hi, Rich.
If Furry wants to be identified as a woman, then why is she always walking around in BDUs attempting to look like special ops members? That's a good question.
I mean, look, people dress how they dress. There's plenty of women I see that dress that look closer to like men, or plenty of men that, are questionable what they wear. And, who cares what they wear?
Maybe she just wants to be comfortable, for God's sake, I
mean, yeah, Christ, who cares?
Just because she wants to be a woman doesn't mean she's going to be tottering around in high heels, hey? You want to be comfortable if you're going out there on the streets or wherever these establishments, don't you?
I mean, everybody has their own flavor. Some people like tattoos, some don't. Some people like long hair, some don't. You go around questioning every single person. Why is your hair short? Why do you have tattoos? Like, what? I mean, come on. I really thought we were all adults here that are coming on here. I know it's possible for kids to come in here, but come on. It's really getting old. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So, but no, I'm not familiar with. I've listened to AM radio, but I'm not familiar with the name Butt Section. Are you guys, any of you, familiar with Butt Section?
Never heard Butt Section.
You, Joe?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What channel and what show do you do there, Butt Sexton? I can't even just do Butt. I've got to do the whole name because that just sounds odd to just say Butt.
Did anyone fail to notice that there's a little hesitation from Joe there?
What's that?
About.
I was looking at the name, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So Morgan re-clarifies it. Joe, she said the outfit is chosen in sight. That's what I mean. Yes, Morgan, totally agree that is exactly what the outfit is there.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. I guess I jumped the gun a little there. I apologize.
Yeah. Oh my God, Butt Sexton is a little program called Fox News. Oh wow. Well, hi, welcome.
Fox News, yeah.
Yeah, Butt Sexton on Fox News. No, now I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to Google that now because really freaking curious.
I sort of saw, because we obviously don't have Fox News. When I saw a clip of Fox News, and when I first saw a clip of Fox News, I didn't realize it was real. I thought it was like a parody or something. I can't remember what I saw. It just didn't seem real. because it was very dramatic and strange to me.
But Sexton subscribes to Kenny Klein and Furry Potato.
Buck Sexton. I see Buck Sexton on Fox News. Okay. But you changed it, apparently, for YouTube. I think it's just a parody account, probably, for Buck Sexton. That's my assume. Anyway, sup, Taze? Welcome. Cool. All right, so back to Furry. Okay, so we touched a little briefly on it about how we kind of took like a survey to see what people thought if it was going to survive or whatnot. A lot of people think it won't, but then there are a few people that think she only needs a certain amount of subscribers, to do it. I think first there's going to be growing pains, obviously. And then, of course, there's touching on she needs advertising in order to keep it going, which is why she has YouTube. But then, couldn't people just report the YouTube channel as advertising for her website, and then they would kind of put the X-nay on that sort of thing?
Yeah, that's what would happen, without a doubt. Hey, here's one thing I think we need to get past is that we're all making an assumption that Furry needs to make a living out of what Furry does with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're like completely off here. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Just keep that in mind. I mean, I know people make a lot of assumptions about me over the years. I've had people like come up with some crazy stuff. Like, where do you get this from? So I don't think it's completely out of the realms to say that I don't think Furry needs to worry about making a living from creating videos and content. I really don't.
I don't either.
I just from what I'm seeing, there's no. Furry's not dumb. I mean, look what she's been able to put together. She's got some sort of smarts going on there somewhere. You have to give her that much.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think Furry's going anywhere. Furry's got a really loyal following. I'm sure a lot of them will pay for it. I don't know. I mean, I mostly just talk about it just for, I like to think about things and see if it's going to work or not. I mean, kind of like, I don't think Furry's going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. She's going to continue to make money, be it on YouTube, her webpage, PayPal, or even if she decides to switch over to Patreon, for example. I really think that it's not really going to be an issue, just because it's just another revenue stream, and as long as it keeps YouTube at least like once or twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, and keep a check coming in there, plus the extra money from the PayPal donations, which she gets a lot of super chats. My understanding was like the night that CCW, the issue happened with CCW, that she raised like $2,000 off super chat alone. So I mean, I don't think she's hurting for any kind of.
So what happened with CCW then?
Okay, well, the whole CCW situation is, I guess Furry was going out filming. CCW found out, I guess, went and started harassing Furry. They were going at it back and forth. And I think, was it Catilla? Was it Catilla who was there with him? Am I right?
Yeah, it was Catilla. Catilla and Furry were good friends at one point, which they just stopped talking to each other. But yeah, Catilla was the one that was there that he committed his offense on.
Yeah, okay, so...
She was the victim.
Yeah, okay, so they're going at it, and then, I don't know how it was. Catilla ended up leaving or something? I'm not clear on the whole story, but Catilla ended up leaving.
Yeah, she left, yep.
And CCW and Furry were still going at it, and I guess Catilla was trying to get CCW to leave or something, but she had his key
Well, yeah. Well, Furry was like saying to Catilla, like, look, you're my friend and you're going to let him talk to me like that, And she was like, no, I'm not. And then finally she was like, all right, I'm leaving. And yeah, he blew his lid,
Sounds like quite the drama then.
Yeah, I saw that coming from a mile away. I didn't know it was going to happen on video and they were going to get it all on YouTube, but I knew sooner or later something like that was going to happen. I could just see it with that guy. I could see it. Kenny, you've asked me before what I thought about him, and I never really said much. I was just an observer, you know what I mean? But at this point, I saw enough. I get it.
Oh, I think Kenny's gone. But Kenny did warn me that he'd be popping in and out sometimes. It cuts off. He'll be back in a minute. I don't know if he heard what you were saying there, though.
Yeah, I think he could still hear us when he goes off. Taze said I got it all wrong.
Tay said women should all wear micro mini skirts and high heels. Okay. Tay should try that.
Furry gave Catilla other people's money. Yeah. There's so much that goes on. We only see one thing. We see what's on video, what they decide to post, what they decide to live stream. There's so much other things that go on, and some of these people seem to have pretty exciting lives. That's for sure. I mean, Catilla herself, literally, she's getting around the country there, traveling, and it weird circumstances, I guess, to say the least.
So, what area is Catilla from?
I don't know where she's originally from. I guess California.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I know she used to be some sort of law enforcement or something.
Oh, okay.
Something to that effect. Did something with the sheriff's office.
Okay. So people are pointing out that so Barney's saying Furry bought a lot of stuff for the homeless. And someone else is saying, David S., remember when Furry donated all that blankets and stuff that Adobe subscribers paid for? So do you know anything about that, Joe?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've actually I've seen Furry do some things, and I don't think intentionally for video either.
Okay.
So yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to tell what kind of person somebody is, but you watch them enough and you get to understand them a little bit better, and there's definitely good sides to Furry. I see. It is a little confusing at times.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of stuff coming through. Lots of people are commenting on the generosity here. How long have you been, just out of interest, how long have you been following Furry?
For a while. Exactly how long, I don't know, but probably as long as Furry's been making videos.
Okay.
And at first, Furry was... I was confused about Furry, and that's how I kept watching, because at first Furry was a man, but I'm like, oh, well, this is a gay guy. And then, I got caught up in like an entertainment aspect of it. And that's how I kept following. And then Furry transitioned. So it's probably been a while now, I don't know how long ago that was, but Furry was still going around as a man.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because I think I saw some videos and they were sort of referring to her as dude. So the transition actually occurred, during the time of having the YouTube channel then.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She definitely started dressing more like a woman, looking more like a woman, wearing dresses out in public and getting on video and all. That was like something that just seemed to happen as far as like, watch it from the outside in from videos from what I could see.
Yeah. Kenny appears to be having a little bit of problem there. He hasn't gone for that long before, from my experience.
No.
Maybe he's had a power cut or something. I'll try and message him.
Yeah, that stinks when I seem to have the same luck when I go live. I have all sorts of issues, and
I'm surprised that my computer can even handle this because it's really slow to load up anything. I hardly ever use it.
Paul Fullerton, not true. Those peeps gave to Furry what they didn't like. Catilla.
Okay. Kenny's currently typing, so we'll find out what's going on. He goes, on my way, laptop turned off. Maybe he forgot to plug it in or something.
Oh, geez. First it's the cell phone, now it's the laptop.
I mean, if you're gonna do a live stream and actually host something, I thought that would be one of the things you check out first.
I was on the Furry Army, so what changed your mind about being on the Furry Army, Steven? So Kyser promoting Josh Abrams. That's interesting. That's an interesting comment.
What's that? Kyser promoting Josh Abrams, really?
What do you think of Kyser promote? I don't know. That must be a troll or something. That's crazy. Amber alert on Kenny.
Yeah. Apparently Kenny is on his way, apparently.
Furry still is a biological male. He needs the money. Once it's looped off, there's no... Yeah, it's just true. There's no way going back. I mean, again, as a sexuality thing, I don't know.
Hi, Kenny.
I guess that's a different show than...
Sorry about that.
He's back.
Yay. You're having a bit of difficulty there.
Tried to overheat for some reason. And then it looked like it was going to start doing update. I'm like, you're not going to start updating on me right now, right? Don't do that. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I am back. So what did
We were just reading some of the comments, really. So people were initially pointing out Furry's charitable instances, and then someone made a joke about Josh Abrams being
Raving lunatic. What was the date on that video? If you see a link for Josh in any of my videos, I first of all, I like to know which one it is so I could take it out. But what's the date on the video? Like last summer or something? Maybe it's possible. I'm not saying I never didn't promote Josh. I know that much. When Josh first came onto the scene, yeah, welcome. I was like anybody else. Like anybody else, but you know what? He made his bed. He's got to sleep in it. It is what it is.
Yeah, that he did. Yeah. And I've seen your videos. I wouldn't say I haven't seen a video that you promoted him. I've definitely seen some videos that you've been critical of him on, especially the arrest in well, not his arrest, but Joe's arrest. Okay, I know I'm going to butcher this. Wooster. Did I say it right? Wooster?
Yeah. No. It's Worcester.
Worcester. Okay, Worcester.
See, the original Worcester is in England, so obviously I know how to pronounce it.
True.
So, Worcester.
A lot of the town names come from over there.
Yeah. Morgan says she remembers you promoting Josh too. I don't remember him promoting Josh, but
I never made videos promoting Josh. I'll tell you that much. Maybe some YouTube comments on his videos like last summer. I'm telling you, he started in like June or July or maybe something like that. Maybe a little before that. I don't know. It was definitely way before anybody disliked him. I didn't see anybody saying they didn't like Josh. So You know.
Oh, I didn't like him from the minute I saw that motherfucker.
I mean, look, I'm not saying there wasn't people, but you know, like anybody else, you know, it is what it is. I never gave him money or anything like that.
Right.
He was hoping to come out of jail this month, wasn't he?
He's supposed to be getting out on actually 10 days from now. The 28th is when they can. His 90-day hold will be up to 28th, so he might get out before that. Who knows? But they might wait until the 28th. Why? It's going to be what 29th, probably at 12 a.m. They like to release people from jail like in the middle of the damn night for some reason.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, soon he should be out. It'll be interesting to see what he how he comes to, because you notice he got rid of all of his vehicles for donations or saying "write me" and all that. Those are all gone.
Yeah.
The
only thing
still left are on his community page. He still has a couple posts where he's saying HTTG and AFA need your help. Those are still there.
Oh, I haven't checked out his page in a while, but it'll be kind of interesting for him to sort of explain his absence, because he's been gone since, what was it, November? He went
there's still people commenting on his videos. Where are you, bud? What's going on? It's like, really? Y'all don't know? Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I tried telling people, but I'm totally blocked from that channel, so nothing would show up anyway.
Yeah, I'm blocked from it too, so I can't say anything. I blocked from a lot of auditor channels. It's not surprising to me. Auditing America blocked me. I think I'm blocked from Demand the Truth. I was at one point. I don't know if I still am.
Yeah, I don't think any comments go through on his unless he approves them.
That's probably not true. Furry Potato blocked me too.
There's some people that just never ever reply either.
True.
Or if they do, it's like some off the wall kind of crap.
Okay, someone's saying his court date is the 29th and he's not getting out.
Okay, May. Great. Well, we'll see if he gets out. We'll definitely find out. I kind of hope he does, just to see what he says and just to be able to talk about it. It'll be interesting because it'll just be fun to see how he tries to get himself out. Because he's going to try and wiggle out of it.
Sure.
And all that. And
I mean, look, he was already saying the charges with his parents that they were dropped and taken care of when he still had to go to court for it. You know, he was automatically assuming, you know, oh yeah, my mom ain't gonna, you know, go with it. And
yeah. So Paul Fullerton says it was a bummer. CCW took his channel down. It's unfollowed, so it surpasses this High Desert received when he got spanked for calling the cops. So CCW took it down. It wasn't took down for him. That's confirmed.
I'll tell you right now. Let me go to his channel. It'll tell you when I click on it who took it down. It'll tell you whether or not the creator did it or YouTube did it.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I was subscribed, so I should be able to find it.
I didn't know YouTube did that. That's interesting. Cool.
I don't know how you pronounce it, but Morgiao is saying that Josh will be in till at least May. So there you go.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's true though. I mean, when he says he's getting out, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get out. It's just him trying to stall for time. So you really gotta, and don't butt section. I'm in the same boat. Patty blocked me too. When he went to jail, Selena was there, and when she was in the hotel room, I was going to go comment in the chat, and I went to, and my comment kept disappearing. I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm blocked from here finally. And I never go to the live stream, so I was really shocked that he blocked me. I don't comment on any stuff. This is the first time I was ever going to. I was kind of hurt for that. I was like, really, Patty? That hit me right in the heart, bro.
Yeah, I don't think I was subscribed to him. I guess not.
Oh, okay.
I guess I did the unsub at some point.
When was that, Kenny? Was it before last weekend? Was it since last weekend, or was it before that?
What? I was blocked from Patty?
Yeah.
I'm probably no. It was when. Well, I noticed I was blocked when he got arrested for outside of the last time he got arrested, and after he started begging for his new iPhone or whatever. Right about that, it was when Selena was like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do." And then they ended up giving her enough money to get a hotel room, and she was live streaming from the hotel room. And I was going to go in there. I was going to say, hey, so when's Patty going to let me interview him and all this? And I couldn't talk.
I just wondered if it was anything to do with our discussion last week, but we didn't really touch on him that much, did we?
No, but I'd already been on his ass. It's probably always being on shit. So
yeah. People are still talking about Josh because he does have a lot of stuff going on. I kind of forget that because I focus more on the case with Danielle, but someone's pointing out about the armed robbery case to deal with, and
oh yeah.
So yeah, he's got a lot of stuff.
He does. He might be going away for a little while, and he might not. I mean, he can beat him if he didn't do it. But I mean, when Bristol put up the
he's Mr. Innocent.
All the stuff. Bristol put up all the stuff. It didn't look like it wasn't anyone but him. I mean, I guess the only thing you could say it wasn't him. Someone said it was a skinny guy, and people kind of were joking about that, saying, "Oh, it couldn't be Josh," sort of thing. But I don't know if that really says it. But it was his girlfriend actually told the cops that he did it. So, his ex, I should say.
Yeah.
Did he go to court for the thing with Danielle?
I think that's still in progress. If I wish Ben was here, Ben would know more. Or actually, Desert. Not Desert. I'm sorry. There's a few people that keep a core of the court stuff. I can't remember his name right after the live stream.
I was kind of up on everything until the start of this year.
There, thank you. Yeah, he would know more about that. What about what's the status on his stuff with what was it?
What's that, sorry?
So much court stuff going on. Which one are we talking about?
Who are you asking, me or the?
Well, you had said someone. Well, let me just scroll up, I guess.
No, I was just saying that I was kind of quite up on everything, and I've just kind of not really thought about it that much this year because.
Someone's Butt Section wants to know: does Laura have a channel with content? Laura, would you like to answer that question?
Yes, I do, but it's not really anything related to this. I'm sort of a bit of an amateur photographer, and I like to travel, so my stuff is related to that. I make sort of videos, not speaking or anything. I just imagery and videos and stuff. So that's me.
Okay. Yep. So she does have some content. I like her videos too. Her videos are quite fun to watch. She's actually responsible for my new logo. So
yeah, I want to tweak around with that TV a little bit because I feel that if it was slightly square, it'd probably fit into the circle a little bit better. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a little tweak with that.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. And then May says Josh needs to deal with his giant ego first. I would totally agree with that. He definitely has an ego.
Ego. Whew.
Yeah, big time.
Boy, does he.
Yeah, Bus Jackson says, sounds good. Keep at it, Laura. I'm sure she will. And Carrie Benoit says, we love Laura. She's awesome. So you got some fans here, Laura.
They're probably some turtle riders, I would imagine. Someone's asking if do you own a micro miniskirt and high heels? Not since the 90s, Taze.
That's
since
Taze.
The 90s.
Of course, Taze would ask that.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Taze, do you own a micro miniskirt and high heels? That's the question.
Do I?
No, I'm talking to Taze.
Oh yeah, Taze. How about you, dude? What about you? I don't.
I was going to say, while we're at it, do you, Kenny?
No, I sure don't.
I'll just say hello so people can see my channel because people are asking me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so she's gonna go ahead and say hello, and I'll when we get done, I'll go ahead and put it in the description. If you guys are curious,
it's not a big deal. I just do it for myself, really. I'm not expecting people to sort of look at it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Joe's channel, if you guys are curious, is in the description. If you guys want to go ahead and check and subscribe to him,
JoeKyser.com.
And he has a website apparently. Oh, that's right. You probably changed.
That's my vanity. That's my vanity URL that brings you right to my YouTube.
Nice. I've thought about changing mine. But I think I need an actual computer to do
It just makes it so easy because I'm sort of like a little popular, I guess you'd say, in town. Like everybody knows I'm on YouTube. Like I live in a real small town. So, people are always asking, what's your YouTube? What's your YouTube? So finally I was like, man, I got to make this easier because I'd be like, give me your phone, and so finally I was just like, joekaiser.com.
Yeah. It makes it a lot easier because when people ask me for mine, it's like, oh, no, I got to go and copy and paste my URL. Recognize. I guess if I change it, I think I have enough subscribers and crap to change it.
Dude, I get vanity URLs for everything. And then while I'm using them, I put them up for auction on GoDaddy and I sell them. I just sold one for $500.
Oh, geez. Wow.
I mean, just like boom, it happens out of the blue. Maybe once or twice a year, one will sell, and the cheapest one I have is $500.
That sounds pretty good.
Carrie, where are you from, Joe?
Where am I from? New Jersey.
There you go.
Right, right outside of Philadelphia. I can see Philadelphia from where I live.
Oh, nice. Abrams has C cups. I thought they were A cups at first. Cups now.
I actually live on where the first land purchase by Congress took place. This was the very first place that Congress ever bought, so they could put a fort on it to fight against the British.
Oh wow, that's really freaking cool! I love history too, so that's.
I hope there's no hard feelings there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No hard feelings at all. We kicked your butt, and now we're free, so we're good.
See, we don't really even focus on that because there's so much history we've got. So I don't really know much about American history at all. So what's going on?
Oh, for us, we hold that dear and close to our hearts. I mean, patriotism. I guess whatever country you would live in, you would be proud of your country. You know what I mean? But most places, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Philly 3 times a week for work, huh? That's what's up.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, Philadelphia is cool because we have a lot of history here. Signing. What's that called? Independence Hall. We have the Liberty Bell and Ben Franklin's house and all that good crap.
Yeah, see where I live, there's just no history whatsoever. None at all.
I mean, the history's not that old, so it's still here, it's still here and fresh. Really, it's not that old. You go over to Europe, you're talking history in Europe is like thousands of years old,
Yeah.
That's when people talk about history, they're talking about stuff that's old. Here, like we're, all this stuff's like new. You could still go to these places.
Oh yeah, we're definitely a baby nation.
I mean, shoot. Last time I went by Independence Hall, I was just out in the city doing some photography. I couldn't believe the line of people lining up just to go walk through that thing. I mean, it blew my mind. They were like up the block. It was amazing.
We're talking about videos and we talk about history in Europe. So that's a lot of my videos that I do is me sort of around different places in Europe. My actual picture I've got in the middle is Pompeii and Mount Vesuvius in the background.
Oh wow!
So I sort of installed that myself, and it's kind of strange because we have a sort of different. You have a different idea of what's old and what's not. Yeah. I was talking to American. They sort of thought something that was built in the early 1900s was quite old. When where I live, the houses down my road are like all 1880s and stuff like that, and it's just totally normal.
Exactly. Yep.
Remy Lunatic, he's not buddies with Accountability for All. He's done many videos trash talking Accountability for All, calling out Accountability for All. I don't understand why you think he's buddies with him.
That's my friend. We're friends.
Who's that?
I talk to him in jail. I send him money.
Did you put a little money on his books?
Yeah, for Christmas, I sent him a Christmas thing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you make sure he didn't run out of lube in there?
Yeah, he's my friend. I got to take care of my friend. Even though he lives so far, but we're close, so yeah.
Taze wants to know, did you see the Liberty Bell?
Oh, speaking of Liberty Bell, I got to touch the Liberty Bell at one point in my life, and that's something that'll never happen again. You're not allowed to touch the Liberty Bell anymore. So not only did I get to see it, I actually got to touch it.
I actually have something interesting. I don't live actually that far. I believe the Liberty Bell was made in London. There's a little bell foundry that's still, the building's still there, and I think that's where the Liberty Bell was made.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I know it came from Europe, and I know they cast other bells at the same time, and there's still the other bells still in Europe, from what I understand.
Yeah, this bell foundry, it's near Brick Lane.
Yeah,
and the building's still there, and I'm sure that's where it was made.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah, it doesn't. That sucks that you can't really touch it anymore. I guess you're trying to preserve it or something.
Yeah.
Now
It's behind.
Go ahead.
Now it's behind glass, and like you can only like look at it from a distance. Glass and rope.
So is it the oils from people's hands that's like doing something to it or something?
Well, yeah, the oils from your hands, like on anything, like fine silver or anything like that, it'll start oxidizing and it'll tarnish. So I'm sure they kept having to clean it, and and it probably got to a point where there were so many people coming through, they're like, no, we're not doing this anymore.
Right. Exactly.
I was a kid when I did that, and I remember when they like were officially like we're gonna stop people from touching it. We're gonna put it in the new. They actually moved it. They moved it over to its own location.
Cool. And Barry Miller, since he's not far from Philly, 6 times. Nice. Were you able to touch it, Barney? And if you touched it, did you wash your hands before and after? Because not everyone washes their hands, as our good friend Rich T. Book here.
Yeah, that's my mate Rich. He's being a bit.
No, hand sanitizer.
Yeah, there we go. Hand sanitizer. That works well too.
And if I don't have any, I just ask the police because it's their policy to have it on them.
Really? I did not know that.
You haven't seen that go around?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. I watched an audited video. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
And they asked for hand sanitizer. I didn't kind of get what was going on there.
Yeah, you'll see it if you pay attention now. You'll be like, oh, look, there's another one. Something about they're supposed to have certain things on them, and hand sanitizer is one of them. So they go around testing them. Do you have hand sanitizer? Do you have a bottle of water? Do you have a Band-Aid? Whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I think it was an Auditing the USA one, the
Yeah.
latest video. They were sort of laughing about it, and they said that they were owning the cops for it. They seemed to be amused that they had to provide hand sanitizer. I didn't really see what that was all about.
I mean, that's pretty impressive if you ask me on the police behalf, because every single time I've seen somebody ask for it, they've pulled it out.
Right on. That's good.
I was like, all right. I mean, yeah. And they seem to think that they're belittling them or something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm just trying to test them. So that's right, Tay. So if you went to the Liberty Bell and you were somehow find a spot that Joe Kyser touched it, you could grow your own Joe Kyser if you wanted to.
Hell yeah. You think they're going to do that? The government? We're going to replicate everybody that touched the Liberty Bell.
That would be really scary. That would be scary. I'm glad I never touched it.
You know what? Another thing I saw when I was down in, they call it Old City in Philadelphia, where like the real historic part is, and Independence Hall. So I was specifically in Old City taking photographs that day, and there is some like crazy like communication shit, dude. Like some shit I've never seen. As a matter of fact, I have pictures. I'll have to find them and show you. It was like some stuff you would picture like the CIA having out, and it's not like it was like just out in the middle of like anybody could see it. You kind of had to be looking. And, you know, I'm a photographer, so I'm always looking. And I was like, what is that? And I took out the zoom lens and all. I'm like, holy shit. It had all these things coming out of it. It looked like it was a satellite, but smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, May's just sang the company that made Liberty Bell closed in 2017. Yes, that's probably the case. The building's still there though. I know the area quite well. It's on along a road called, I think it's like Whitechapel Road on the corner of Plumbers Row, and it's round the corner is where one of Jack the Ripper's victims was found as well. I know that area quite well.
For anybody just coming in, if you want to, you're more than welcome to. Tate, you're always talking, so come on. May, you guys could both come on. That'd be great. You guys said you would. Here's your chance. Chicken, we won't bite. Okay, so all right. Speaking, we were talking a little bit about Odd in the USA. Joe, do you keep up on his video for entertainment value for you?
Audit in the USA? No, I think I'm subscribed to them, but I don't really recall who they are right this second.
Yeah, I think it doesn't help. They all sound the same. Don't they?
I know, it's so hard to remember sometimes. I mean, no offense to them, like I just don't recognize it right away.
I did actually see a little audit in America, the latest video.
Oh yeah, I'm subscribing.
And what's his name? Will Turbot is actually dressed in a suit. So I don't know if it's something that he's doing going forward or whether he had a court date or something. But he seems to have smart up appearance a bit.
He used to dress like that initially, and then he went down to he dressed down, and then for a while he was just doing the wife beat out on him about that, and then he just went to like the backwards cap, and he didn't start dressing up. And it depends, like if he's going to talk to like a congressman or someone kind of important, he does tend to dress up a little bit. It's an attempt to look professional. Videos, and some on the other hand, not so much. He just goes and dresses the way he dresses. He doesn't care. Willis, I think, has a little bit more.
America.
Yeah,
get it right.
Well, whatever.
Get it right.
So Will seems to do a little bit more with the dressing up part, but it could also be an older video because Odding America doesn't post videos in like chronological.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that because it was only like a 1 minute one about some security officers wants to shoot me, so it might just be a little clip from something they posted a while ago.
The one that killed me that he posted was the one where they got pulled over, and the cop pulled him over, and he was like, he asked for the ID and all that, and I was like, wow, he actually really gave him that thing, and he was answering questions. The cop asked him, hey, where are you going? Oh, we're just going over this place and this place or whatever. I was like, wow, he sure answered questions real quick, and he was. I thought that was quite funny. I was surprised he put that up. People were giving him all kinds of shit for that one too.
So Josh Abrams, I don't answer questions. Sorry, that was a really bad impression there.
That was, but that's okay. We forgive you.
I don't
think nobody really has a good Josh Abrams except Josh Abrams.
No, I think Joe can probably pull it off.
Oh, yeah, Joe, go for it. Pull up your best Josh Abrams.
Sorry, we don't mean to put you on the spot.
I don't answer questions.
Yay!
That wasn't so bad.
Not bad.
Can you do Anselma?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't do it. Let me try my Anselma. Let me see. What? No, let's see. Hold on. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
And let's see that.
Wow.
This is for the public. And the way he asked why so snidely, like, why?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, dude, come on.
Can anyone do a Bucket Boy?
He doesn't talk enough for me to do Bucket Boy. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, here we go. Are you on Bucket Boy? And here I am. I'm doing stuff. And, it's like this. And then America, hold on, be quiet. Okay.
Funny, I'm seeing a whole other side to you there.
A little bit, yeah. All right, see, I can't do Will very well, but yeah, I can't do Furry either. I can't do too many. I think those are like probably the best ones I can do. Oh, but on the USA, I do a pretty good audit in the USA. As I thought for the last show, I thought I did pretty good. Yes, Marty Miller. Wow, wow, wow.
You know what I always wanted to do was make cartoons out of auditing characters, like different people, and make them like a cartoon character, and then have like different scenarios.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I want to do that so bad, and it's a lot of work to make cartoons. I've been asking around for people like to help. Like I haven't found the right people that have the skills that I need to do that, but
I'd like to help you. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to help you with the drawing aspect, but I could definitely get the writing.
there's so much to making a cartoon. You know what I mean? You can't do it by yourself, but
yeah,
I would love to pull that off. I mean, it would be hilarious.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to break this to Vlad, but Vlad just heard that Santa wasn't real. He's ready to break that to him.
Nah.
Oh, bucket boy.
I'm not going to break that one.
Nah.
No one's going to touch that one? Sorry, Vlad. No one's going to help you on that one. What's up, Aiden?
He comes every year and fucks my world up.
That's Santa. Mama and Willie wear the same clothes every day. It does seem that way, Barney, but I think, again, it's because they shoot a lot of content on one day, and he just kind of...
Yeah. I believe that's what they're doing, too. They're shooting a lot of content in the same days.
Yeah. Just doing a lot of traveling. And because, I mean, you got to think I think they live in different cities, right? I don't think... Will live in Rhode Island? I don't know if Will lives in Rhode Island or not, but they do travel a lot of places, so, unless they're live, and he doesn't do a whole lot of live shows. He does a few, but he doesn't do lives as much as like.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want people to know where he's at now.
Yeah. He's not supposed to be. Is he not supposed to be out of the state for a certain amount of time or something?
I think he's on the run now. I think at this point he's on the run.
Maybe.
My opinion. I would ask Bristol about that. She probably knows a lot more.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I know that they've got a lot in store for tomorrow.
I bet you she knows some shit that we don't even know. She's probably already on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she's definitely on it. I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow night. What's going on with that.
She was started the stream, but she's not. I doubt she's still in here now.
Bristol's a busy lady.
Yeah, we haven't. Let's put it this way: we haven't heard Bristol say that he's been like compliant, and she's got her claws in him. So
yeah,
something's gonna go down somehow.
True.
Definitely.
Anybody have any questions or anything for at all?
Yeah, any questions? Because I've got to head off soon. So if anyone's got any questions, and I might leave you guys to it.
Okay. If there's any questions, I should probably get going here pretty soon too.
Yeah.
Leave it open for a few questions here before we get going. Anybody else had an interest in bell? No, I haven't had interest in bell ring. What about you guys?
I can't say that it's something I've thought of before.
What was that?
Bell ringing. Anybody have an interest in bell ringing?
Bell ringing?
Yeah.
Like fighting?
I'm not sure I may. I'm assuming because you were talking about Santa, Christmas related. I'm assuming.
I'm assuming it's to do with like pulling the church bells or something. I don't know. I guess we're all on different pages here.
Maybe.
There's actually, the bell is an instrument. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's true. It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Laura some kind of turtle?
She's a turtle.
Turtle rider.
That's about it. What about you, Tay? Are you a turtle? Are you one of the snapping turtles? I can imagine you being a snapping turtle. Campinology? What is that? Cookie with channel's name, Laura. It's
I've just said hello in the chat. As I say to people again, it's not related to anything like this. It's just my own stuff that I mess around with.
Okay, so if you guys want, just go ahead and click on her name. She just said, "Hey, it's me," and you guys can check out her channel. It's her little video she does. And if you're interested in seeing what, you can look in the description, or just put in JillKyser.com and you'll be able to find it, or click the description and you'll be able to find him. And of course, for me, you just gotta scroll up a little bit. You see the little button that says subscribe? Yeah, that one. Go ahead and press that, and you'll be following me. You'll get to keep up on all the zaniness. I'm sure Laura will join us a second time. She's getting more comfortable, as you can see. I'm sure she'll keep coming. And we're still trying to get May and Taze to come on. They're a little hesitant right now. I see that. We'll get them eventually.
All right.
Oh, so Captainology is bell ringing. Okay, I had no idea about that.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what. Some of these live streams I've been watching lately with the multiple people, I don't know how anybody watches those. So, some of them are brutal.
Someone's asking, Taze is asking me, am I part of Turtle Boy? Taze, we are all Turtle Boy.
There you go. Well, thank you, Hope. I try. Thank you for saying that. Not until May goes on. Okay, so Taze putting it on you, and I bet you May's going to put it on Taze. So they're going to keep it going like this and not going to come on. See, I see you guys. I see your guys' trick there. And actually, you know what? Taze actually came on once already. So I guess May, it would be fair to wait on you. Because Taze has come on before. He was on for a brief time. On. So May, I guess it is on you. You need to come on yourself, and then you guys can both come on together.
Nasty Nathaniel was on.
Hey, what's going on, Nasty Nathaniel? Welcome. TZW is another harmless one. That would be perfect. Who's TZW?
TZW. I don't know.
Who's that, Nitty Gritty?
Nitty Gritty.
Right. Well, thank you, Nasty Nathaniel. I try to be.
You're a legend. You're a legend. You're
fascinating. Glad I succeed to be fascinating.
Yeah.
Glad I succeed. How do you think church in the past? People, it's an art. Okay, good point, May. Good point. I see you're avoiding the fact of you coming on, as usual. Moving on to other subjects. I see what you're doing there. Don't think I didn't catch that. Kenny, okay, you do that. And Taze, you do too. That way you guys can come on. We're still going to do that. And of course, I'm in contact with Will. So the discussion / debate will be happening within the next week or two.
Okay.
So I will keep everyone posted on that.
Just don't get him arrested again. I don't know if he can take that.
Right.
Take what? Oh, no, he won't get arrested again. No.
That was a little crazy.
It was. It really was.
Yeah. I didn't get much sleep that night.
I wasn't expecting it at all. But then, he knew something was up as soon as you called the cops. He knew exactly. He knew exactly what the score was.
Yeah, his face was priceless. You know what? I said to my kid, I said to my son, I said, yo, he's going to get himself locked up. She's going to have the cops waiting for him, right? As soon as he realized, I was like, yeah, I told you. I knew it.
Yeah. I must admit, when it was first happening, he was kind of dominating the conversation. I was thinking to myself, oh, is it going well? But I didn't realize she was just being polite and just not saying anything.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, it just all happened very quickly. And it's like, wow, just totally wasn't expected.
She totally wasn't taking it seriously. I mean, I think my opinion is if it was supposed to be a legit debate, I think Bristol would have owned it. I really honestly think she would.
But it was like inside was it Dunkin' Donuts they were in or something like that?
Here's how I knew it wasn't real. When you have a debate, there's a subject.
Yeah.
You're debating something. Nothing was ever brought up.
And there's like a moderator or something like that.
Yeah, I'm like, Bristol's not going into this for nothing. I already knew what was going to happen. I figured it was something along those lines.
Okay. Nitty, I have no want or need to go start auditing, and I don't understand. I'm getting butt rammed by these auditors. By who? Who's butt ramming me? I don't think anyone's really talking about me. So, and I'm not any kind of threat. I'm not trying to be a threat. Yeah, I don't know. That's what Nitty Gritty's saying, and not trying to be a threat to them. I'm just giving a forum for people that are.
Nasty Nathaniel votes for Catilla.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he came late.
Oh, okay. Voting for Catilla. Okay.
Remember,
okay, yeah, Catilla's pretty good. What were we talking about?
We were asking earlier.
About Catilla?
Yeah, remember.
Right. I'm gonna have to apologize. I'm gonna have to head off. But thanks very much. It's been fun, guys.
Yes.
Definitely was. All right, Laura.
All right.
Yes, Vlad, we are going to debate. It's going to be happening within the next week or two. We're continually in talks. We're going to get it set up. It's definitely happening. I'm blocking people in chat for pointing. Who did I? No one got blocked. There are no mods. I can't block anyone. I'm in StreamYard. I have no option to block anyone in StreamYard. I don't know who's getting blocked. No one's getting blocked.
You are blocking people in chat. Joe Kyser, he said, I'm not even a mod.
There are no mods.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that can block anyone, and I don't block anybody. I don't know how to block anyone. Not on StreamYard. I don't think you can. See, click on the name. No, you can't.
I think I called it right from the beginning. They're just a troll.
There's a troll. I can. Okay. Okay, so I can block people, but so there we go.
Somebody's hung up on accountability for all. Nobody could say which video it was in that you know what I mean?
Yeah. But we were talking about you being turned into another Avatar fanboy. Who? Wait, what? What are you talking about? But okay. Yeah, I don't block anybody. That's the thing. Thank you, Nathan. I try to be very fair. And like I keep telling Will, like it's not going to be an attack on Will. It's going to be a conversation. He thinks that I'm misunderstanding him, and maybe I do. Maybe I am misunderstanding. But the one thing I do know that is not a misunderstanding the half truths he spills. There's no misunderstanding there. Maybe there's a misunderstanding on his intentions, what he intends to be like, what he but the way he goes about it, there's no misunderstanding on. So that I do know. But I will give him a chance to speak his piece and all that. What link? What link? I don't see a link.
Kenny, he's trolling your ass.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, there's no link. And anyway, exactly. YouTube gets rid of links. I'm the only one that can post links, or a mod is the only one, and I don't have any mods. So if you go and post a link, you're not going to be able to post it. It's not me doing it; it's YouTube.
Yeah, which is true.
So, yeah, so I'm saying there is no link. You guys can't post a link.
I think there is a way to let everybody post a link, but you have to turn that on. And I don't know why you would do that anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how anyway. Like I said, I'm new to all this. Yeah. Don't give that Sunity. He isn't bright enough. Someone noob in there. I don't think you're a troll or anything, Nitty. So, is there any questions or anything? Does anybody have any questions, or does anybody have a subject they would like us to touch on before we get out of here? Or is there anybody you know?
Oh shit!
Pay porn. He will handle it well. What?
Oh shit!
Make everyone a mod.
Right? Some people do that.
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah, some people do that. Everyone's a mod.
Yeah, A-Balance does.
Yo, and I've seen it go down when everybody's a mod too.
Well, see,
I've seen it go down.
I can't make anyone a mod in StreamYard, so I don't know how to turn on the effing links thing. I'm on StreamYard, man. Do you know how to use StreamYard? Do you know how to turn on links on StreamYard? I'll tell you what, when I click on someone's name, I have two options. Put user in timeout or block user. That's the only two options I have. There are no other options. There are no chat options.
Yeah, I don't even on my end here, I can just turn my camera and microphone off and on, and that's it. So I can share my screen, it says.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I know if I mix with a mod, they can block people. No, I know how a mod works, Carrie. It's just I don't have the option to make a mod go into, I guess, my account settings, and then I'd have to like type in their name. I did a Google search on how to do it, and it said that's probably the best way to do it, unless I were to actually stream off of YouTube itself. Then it'll be easier to do. But since I use StreamYard, I guess I only have a few options. Yeah. Especially, I don't know. I'll figure out. I don't really have enough people in the chat to even require a mod to be needed anyway. I did like 40, so I think I'm good for right now. Your
Cops Target handicap. That happened in the summertime. I posted that video right after it happened. So yeah, last summer. And First Amendment audit Marcus Hook. Yeah, that was last summer. Come on. At least August. At least August are back. I know it was.
Okay. So he says that you're promoting Josh in that video. And I think you said earlier, well, go ahead.
There might be a link to his channel in the video. If you go to the description, it says I support certain people. And some of those links don't even work now. Like Philly News Now got his channel taken down. I'm sure he's probably on there. San Joaquin Valley's on there. There's just a list of people that I had been watching, and I put them in my description. You know, it kind of helps me a little bit more than anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
When it comes to search terms, you know what I mean?
Right. So comments. All right. So I'm gonna look up the fine real quick for Richard Kearns. And did you have any comments on Patty and Nobad doing their audits, Joe? While I'm looking for this.
I really haven't watched any, to be honest with you, lately. Like, I haven't seen it's recent stuff.
Him and Nomad have been going around. Oh, it's funny. One of the last videos he did was they went and they got a complaint. I guess it went to the Fusion Center or whatever, and it was about them. And so he goes back to the place with a letter and says, "Hey, the way this is worded, people are going to think I'm a threat, man, and I'm not a threat." And he's at the wrong place. It was hilarious.
Really?
You do all this and you're even in the wrong place. They try to put words in the mouth like, and he reads it and the guy's like, well, I don't see that being said at all. And then Patrick goes, oh, well, not in this letter, but it has been said that we are sovereign citizens and all that. It's like, okay, so you're just kind of like going off of generalizations right now. You're not actually talking about this letter. You're just talking in general. You're being stupid. It was real stupid. There's no reason to even go there. Okay. Oh my God. Well, guys, it looks like his fines have gone up.
Dang.
He's actually at $298.50 now. It was like $280 something before. So it's gone up about $10, it looks like. Well, there you go. And they just mailed another delinquency letter on the 16th. And that's probably why it went up again, because
that's not good. I mean, he hasn't gotten it. He hasn't gotten his license straight yet, right?
Nope, he sure hasn't.
I mean, he probably can't because he's behind on fines, I'm assuming. I mean,
what takes you home?
I don't know. I mean, how old's Patrick?
Patrick? Oh, geez. I think he's like
young, right?
20s, early 20s at least. It can't be any. I wouldn't say any older than 24, if that.
I feel like he's had zero guidance in his life how to even be an adult. And then he had, and then his influence are YouTubers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now this is what he's doing. He's living his YouTube life.
And his uncle being as crazy as he is, or I think that's the name. He's not very much of a good influence on him at all.
No.
And then he's palling around with Earl.
Yeah.
You're right. He's just not getting
good old buddy Earl.
He's not getting any kind of guys. So now he's palling around with Nomad. It's like I don't know much about him, but from the videos that I've seen, it doesn't seem like he would be a very good influence either. Then again, to be fair, I haven't seen a whole lot of his videos, so I'm just going off of the little I have seen.
Yeah, the only time I really watch like anything having to do with him is like when somebody else like A Balance has a video and has them. There's certain people I don't even need to watch their channel. I can get the highlights. You know what I mean? And
this is true.
I don't have to watch through it all. And sometimes it just so happens that like I'll be here working, I have YouTube on, and I'll be listening to it. One video will get done, then it leads into another video, and a lot of times it'll put me into somebody's live stream if they're live, and I might not even be subscribed to them, but it's somebody that's doing something, So
yeah.
I stumble upon stuff a lot,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry. So, any other last minute questions? Him and Steven Scully, him and eBag. Yeah, he e-bags like consistently. He's raised a lot of money. Did he get his iPhone? Does anyone know? Did he actually get his iPhone? I'm sure he's made enough money to. Patty says, Big Bree Lone Star says,
gotta get that iPhone.
Someone else said Albert Mel believes he's 24. So yeah, somewhere in between. Yeah, like I said, I doubt he's over 24, if that. And James Epps says Nomad is high on every video. Vlad says I always listen to Kenny and Abe as well. Thank you, Vlad. Can keep you entertained while you're on the road.
I tell you what, Kay, I'll have to admit they were right. I do have some videos here with in the description where it says to check out Josh's channel.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, you guys are absolutely correct. Well, damn.
I'm going through them now. I'm going through them now like, oh, wow, there's like 3 or 4 of them here probably.
You're going to have to go edit those, huh?
Oh, they're most of them are gone already, so.
Okay. So what's the video saying? How long does it last in your library? Like, does it hold like a certain amount and then they kind of disappear, or?
No, I have videos going back to 2012. I have hundreds of videos that are put private that were like, early in the YouTube career. Like I have so many videos that, and hundreds and hundreds. I don't know. I've never gotten to a point where they were like, you got to do something with them. I have backups though. Like everything I've ever uploaded, I've kept a copy of, a raw copy.
Yeah, maybe I should start doing that.
Just in case, because I don't trust YouTube to store my videos. You know what I mean?
Understood. And maybe I should start doing that too, because I don't.
You never know.
This is true.
You never know.
So back to this cartoon idea you want to do. I'm actually, if you want to do something like that, because I've actually I've been thinking about what I want to do. I had this idea where I'm going to write about like this kid who wants to be an auditor, right? And so he's going and he watches YouTube, and every week he's going to analyze an auditor and try and emulate their style, trying to find the perfect style for him to be an auditor.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
But I just don't know how to draw, and I thought it would be it wouldn't be as good if there weren't like pictures to go with it. I'm like, and I can't draw, so I don't know.
Well, I could do the graphic arts behind it. Like I could create the characters. As far as like making the cartoon itself, there's a lot I can do. I mean, I could do the whole thing. It's just so much work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'd be so much easier if I made the characters and then somebody else animated them, somebody else like put it together, then somebody else did the vocals, and all that crap. It would definitely get it done a lot quicker. I've attempted to do cartoons, and I've never finished anything that's lengthy because it's just so much work.
Right. Well, it doesn't have to be like animated like that. I was just thinking pictures to go along. I was just thinking like pictures to go along.
I mean, if we kept it simple, like stick figure type of things, we could do this all day long. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I'm okay with that.
I have the full Adobe suite, so character animator is no big deal for me. I can use it.
Yeah.
Stick figures are simple.
Okay, how about all right? So we'll collab on one to see how it goes and see the response to it, and then we'll go from there. Sound good?
All right.
Sounds good.
I think it would be hilarious just as a satire.
That's what I was thinking.
I
it
think
would be so great.
I think it'd be hilarious.
And I'm like debating who did I want to start. I was thinking, do I want to start with Auditing America or do I want to start with Josh? I couldn't figure out who he was going to start with. I'm debating it still. But then I was thinking, what Auditing USA or even Furry Potato, or some crazy crap happened. Yeah, there's just so many possibilities with that idea. Because there's so many different auditors that he could try and emulate. It would just be so much fun to do. I think.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like anyone, just for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. And I think it would be light enough to where nobody would get butthurt over it. You know what I mean?
Even like, look, even like Nasty Nathaniel, he's got his, his opening where he goes, woo, or whatever. I mean, I think it would be funny just to have like, a cartoon, like do the same thing, trying to be like Nasty Nathaniel, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, dude, him too. There's just so many people you can do. So I think it would be a lot of fun. What do you guys think? Does that sound like something maybe you'd be interested in seeing, like a little, like kind of like?
I think it'd be hilarious.
I do too. A little satire, like story about someone trying to be an auditor and using different auditors as an example. Does that sound like something?
Keep them short. See, we could do scene to scene, just upload a scene, and this way you got to keep watching it to see how it goes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
It's captivating because then it makes them want to watch and see what happens next.
Exactly. See, that's right. There we go. So you got all the ideas. That's good. You're the idea man over here. So you back to the website thing, since we way off topic. But that's okay. Looking for Parker Osmond. Okay, so all right. So you said you've been paid to put together websites before. Okay, so
yeah.
So you were talking about 2,000 or whatever to 5,000 is pretty typical. So what would be the difference between like a $2,000 website and like a $5,000?
Well, for something like that specifically, where she's trying to sell subscriptions and hosting. Now, see, I haven't seen the back end of it yet either. So, which I can imagine what the back end's like. It's probably very simple. It's probably really, really simple. So what you're gonna get when it costs more money is you're gonna get more graphics. You're going to get more scripting, like more scripts that might run on the page. Maybe like a little trailer, something captivating. Like Furry already has like this, thing. Like the cartoon before the videos and all. So you can get something like that. More integration, so instead of just having the Facebook button to join up with and all, actually have that integrated. Have the social media groups right on the page. I mean, there's a lot you can add. There's a lot you can do. There's a whole lot. You can definitely the graphics, number one. It's a very, very simple page. Probably the minimal amount just to just to host it, just to put it together, host it, and be webmaster, you're not getting much for $2,000. It's probably a good deal, actually, $2,000.
Well, and also consider she's just starting out with it, so I mean, she doesn't really have to can always upgrade it as as needed.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why I want to subscribe is I just want to see, just curious to how somebody else does it. There's a few people that I've gone and subscribed. They have apps, and see, that's the other thing. I didn't specifically like really inspect the site, but making sure your site is cell phone compliant, making sure everything that you do on your site is cell phone compliant, and then having an app to go with it is a big thing. So you're going to pay for all that,
Yeah.
There's all sorts of add-ons when you're building a web page. And apps a pretty big deal. If you can get the person to build you a web page and an app, and most of the time you have to pay for the webmaster because you don't know how to do anything that they just did. So if there's changes that need to be made, that's all kind of like built ahead of time. It's all part of the deal,
Okay,
Typically, I mean, a good source, a good company, somebody that's real familiar with how that stuff works, they're not going to bleed money consistently. They're going to have a one-time fee. I'll take care of everything. You get so many changes, you get so many edits, And then the initial setup. If you want to change, if you want to make things look anything different, you're gonna have to pay more money.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's all interesting. But yeah, definitely you have to put more money in it.
Now, when you get into like the $20,000 websites, now you're talking building like an e-commerce site where you're actually selling products. You have advertising for the company on the web page in like video form or some sort of interactive form using script, and there's a lot of work where you have individual products you have to add, pictures that have to be taken, and then you're talking $20,000. Yeah.
Okay.
Easily.
It can add up really quick.
Yeah, especially again, if you need a webmaster, if you don't know how to do any of that stuff and you need a webmaster, you're gonna pay. It's $20,000's not like unheard of number for building a web page and putting it all together, an e-commerce page at least.
Okay. Yeah, because from my understanding, I think it's Miss Potato is the one that's actually putting it all together for Furry.
That sounds about right, because I know they're into that stuff. I know they know what they're doing at the very least. So that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay. And $2,000, if that's what it was, that's probably the friend price. I'm telling you, that's, even though the web page itself looks like it's on the basic end, it's still it's a deal. It's a deal. Yeah. And the other thing too, where a lot of the costs come in at, is setting up the web page to be found and then connecting with Google. So a lot of people pay for that. Let's put it this way. And that costs thousands and thousands just $5,000 alone, just to make sure your SEO is correct. All your keywords are good. You're hooked up to Google. So when people are searching Google, they're going to find your web page. I mean, that alone could be like $5,000. If you have the right person doing it. If you want to be number one, you want to be on the front page, you got to pay. Plain and simple. It's going to cost money.
Yeah. Yeah. The top searches in Google are bot.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So definitely.
Absolutely. I mean, look,
search.
look, I know how to be, for a lot of like different keywords, I know how to come up on the first page. That's not the problem. The problem's having the money to do it, to then now pay Google to advertise to get on the front page, you know? And that alone costs a lot of money, a ton of money, a ton, depending on what your keyword is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this is a lot of fun, but gonna have to cut this one. Coming up on 2 hours here. Don't want to keep this too long. Thanks everyone for showing up. Thank you, Joe. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. While you were here, I hope you joined. Hope Laura's able to join us again. And Joe, hope you're able to join me again sometime.
I'll be back at some point, I'm sure.
Great. Taze, thanks for showing up. Big Bree Lone Star, thank you for hanging out. Richard T. Duke, thank you. James Epps, thank you. Vlad, thank you, sir. Cynthia Barras, thank you. Nitty Gritty, thank you, sir, for showing up. Raven Lunatic, thank you for showing up. Hope Powell, thanks. And anyone else who's in here who hasn't been talking, all of you, thank you for showing up. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll be putting out a new video tomorrow. And
cranking them out.
Trying to just crank them out. Trying to do at least one a day. I don't know how long that's going to keep going, but
it's tough, right? It's hard.
It's super tough.
It's hard, yeah.
I might go down. I keep saying I might go down. I never do, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how long I can keep it up for. But I'll keep it up as long as I can. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up, and see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.